Okay, welcome back. So apparently the map is... the area in the map is a lot bigger than you might think. How much bigger? I'm here, and the treasure is apparently in this area. Even though you'd assume, oh, maybe it's close to Rat Eye. It's like, nope, it's very far from Rat Eye. Regardless, I need to find something. Ah, there we go. Get off the horse. Okay. So, Warhorse Plate. Right in the middle of nowhere. And a German helmet.
What are you doing, you murderer?
What on earth are you talking about?
Horse shit, you're covered in his blood.
It's my own blood. Some humans ambushed me and I got cut. And now you're trying to pin this killing on me.
Well, it's true it ain't safe in these parts. All right, I suppose you're not the guilty one after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. And what exactly were you doing here anyway?
What are you getting at?
You're carrying the murder weapon.
You won't prove it's the murder weapon, but I'll prove I know how to use it.
It'll be easier for you if you confess.
All right then, I did it. I didn't want to kill him. I just couldn't stop myself. There he is with money, strutting around. I've barely got enough to keep myself fed. You don't have to tell anyone, you know? And you won't regret it.
Okay. I am going until Ratite. Alright, just stop here. Where's the Wayfarer? Hardly matters. I am gonna go. Well, first I need to get some rest in Ratite Mill. Or forget rest. Let's get some healing done. How much corrosion do I have? Quite a bit.
God save Henry.
I'm interested in your services.
So what are you interested in?
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds. Then a hot bath and laundering.
That can be arranged?
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be...
Bloody hell, man. That many hours? Fine. I did get in quite the scrap, though. Yeah, I'm actually curious about the wench. Let's see.
I'd like to make use of the...
Uh-huh. And what...
I've heard you have nice girls here.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
May the Lord watch over. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay. And precisely what would I get out of this?
Hey, Lord Almighty. Hey,
Okay.
what the hell are you doing? What are you doing?
Greetings, Henry.
Get out of the way. Come on, what the move?
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Yeah, I bet you are. Regardless. Let's see what I can sell. Ah, Lord Hanush. Nothing, sir. I do still want to keep my head. Well, there are several things, obviously, but... Alright. I need to repair everything that I have. Wait.
The people have a place and have a smell. Fresh bread and pour yourself a bit of...
Okay, I'm gonna use these. Okay.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come get 'em.
God be with you, Henry. I'm honored that you should come to me.
Fresh bread. Come and get it. Man cannot live by bread alone. Hey. And he can't live without it either.
God be with you.
Good day, Henry.
I live like you.
Okay, okay. Kanish's keys. Very good. Very good. Now, what's the best way? Well, it seems I need to follow... I dare not use fast travel for the town. Might be stopped by the guards.
God be with you, Henry.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, I've got some stolen goods. I need to get rid of them. There is another piece of treasure. It seems it's past that charcoal burner camp. Right there. Okay then. I'll deal with that after I deal with this guy. Though how far this map is as opposed to the first one is difficult to know for me. Because it was very far away with the first one. Not that the distance between Neuhof and Rattay is small by any stretch of the imagination.
God be with you, Henry.
Hey! Lord Almighty!
God save Henry.
Where the hell is this miller? There we go.
God be with you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're, properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could, store them for you. And you'll get some coin for taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something, and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Good health to you, Henry.
What are you doing?
I've got some goods here who...
All right.
Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
Good health to you,
Showed a couple of pieces she made last time to old Tonda from Tabor, the one I buy goods from, and he said right away he'll take them. And how much do I want for them?
Well, now.
Do you need help with
I
anything?
was surprised myself, but
Just in time.
I wasn't sure.
There
but he
is
didn't
a
want to
certain
sell
matter
them.
I need resolving.
So I asked for a high price.
I have some
He
scores
says,
to settle with the
"That's
commander
fine,"
of the
and
Talmberg
started
Guard,
counting out the coin
and
there
I want to
then.
get my own
Just
back.
like that.
You may have heard that Sir Robard of Talmberg is a stickler for having all his
And what's
gear
it that he
neat
has?
and tidy.
The commander of the
Well
guard.
pleased,
Sir
as you can
Robard?
imagine.
I'm already
Even
confused.
more when I
Just
told
tell me
her
what I need to
Tonda
do.
will take
It's
everything
like
she
this.
makes.
That's
I
great.
want you to break
I'll bet
into
if
the
that's a coin
Talmberg
for
armory
that.
and steal a few Waffen rocks with the coat of arms on them.
Ah, and once Sir Robard finds some of his guardsmen's equipment is missing...
He'll see to the commander of the guard, who's the only one with keys and answerable for their safekeeping. When Robard finds out he's losing things from under his nose, he'll have him whipped. And I'll get what I'm after. Satisfaction. Take at least 5 Waffen rocks to make it a proper stink.
Consider it done. What am I to do with the Waffen rocks once I have them?
I'll burn them to get rid of the evidence. Just make sure you don't get caught.
Okay, then go to Neuhof. See what's there. There's still plenty of stolen goods that I do have. First off, let's talk with... Okay. Well, I guess I better get used to wearing full plate. Though, apparently it's too difficult for Henry to remove the visor when he's talking with people.
Welcome, Henry.
I'd like to buy a horse.
I'm glad to hear it. We're badly in need of selling some.
Welcome,
Have you looked them
Henry.
over?
Not yet.
Then go and have a look in the stables, so you know what you're buying.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the
Welcome,
attackers
Henry.
recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
But why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back. What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
There's no need to fear vengeance. The bandits who were looking for Ginger are in hell, and no one else knows about him.
But what if they find out somehow?
The only way they could find out would be a holy vision. Anyway, I reckon they'll have more pressing concerns than coming back here.
Well, all right. Let him come back. But he'd better not do anything like that again.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I have some, trophies.
Let's see. Bastards deserved it.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
I'd like some training in handling pole arms.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
Alright, there are some horses I guess I should check out. Okay. Higher speed, higher capacity, courage, and stamina. This seems like the best one. Okay. That went well.
I'd like to buy a horse.
I'm glad to hear. Have you looked them over?
I have. Fine animals.
The best there are. Is there one in particular you fancy? There's not a horse here that can endure as much. He'd carry you 1,000 miles.
Maybe some other...
A wonderful Arab stallion. Heavenly. When you look into those eyes of his, you'd swear he was human.
Maybe some...
I mean, you can try stealing the horse, but I just can't figure out which horse. It would be like what their names are. I can look at their stats, sure, but doesn't really help if I don't know their names.
Henry's come to see you.
Okay, doesn't matter. Wait, didn't I already do so?
You waiting for someone?
Not anymore, young man. I was waiting for you. You look like a clever sort of fellow, and chivalrous too. You wouldn't leave a damsel in distress, would you?
Why? Do you know of one somewhere?
Now, handsome. Don't be mean. I've got a job to offer you. There's an old grandad sitting in the alehouse there. Yesterday he made use of my services, and he said he'd pay me in the morning. Only now he pretends he doesn't know me. I want you to take the groschen he owes me from his purse and bring them to me.
I'm on it. I'll be back with the coin before you know it.
Be a bit more careful! Are you serious?
All the best.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'd like to throw some dice. Fancy a game?
I shouldn't have pushed it.
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away.
Pour me one.
Aye, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
What is it?
What are you doing here?
1 ale, please.
Got it for you? I'll bring it right away.
Alright, let's go back to him.
You can return home. It was hard work to convince them, so please don't get into trouble when you go back.
Thank you. I'd like to give you something, but I've got nothing except if you're ever traveling by way of Neuhof, stop by and I'll show you something with the horses.
Alright then. Now to find that treasure near Neuhof, near the charcoal burner camp.
God be with you, Henry.
God be with you.
Greetings. What do you need?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhof stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. The rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Uzhitz. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right?
And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
Okay. Didn't realize Radzik was here. Alright. So, those roads to Rattay, take them, cross. Okay, so right here by the camp. Get on the horse. Okay, got the horse on top here. Now, to the charcoal burner camp, and then why is someone... Okay, it's got to be around here somewhere. Let me see if I can try and figure that out. Okay, then where is it? Probably won't be able to easily figure this one out. What the fuck? The deer just hit me. So, we do have a burnt out building here. And obviously there was a chest there, but I can't imagine that this would be it. As valuable as what's in that chest. Seems there's a sack or what? Can't really see. No.
Hey!
Greetings, Henry.
What do you need?
Welcome, Henry.
My humble greetings.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Agree?
You, Henry?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied. All right, so.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy a little someone else or...
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
The people, come up close and have a smell. Fresh bread, and pour yourself a bit of fresh milk.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbours. God grant you health. How may I help you?
I've lost everything. My home, my family.
Glad you came.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't.
Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only, I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpolls pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? All right, get to the point, but keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
All right, I reckon I can manage that. How much coin are we talking about?
Everything he has on him. Half is yours.
It all sounds a bit fishy.
Well, take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pazdera the guard, I'm sure I can put some more work your way.
Are you serious?
Damn! Huh? Welcome, Henry. God bless. Can I help you?
Damn! I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. You're the blacksmith's son from Skalitz, ain't you? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Skalitz refugees, but he's not sure who's good for what. He was moaning about it here yesterday.
May the Lord...
I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skip.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
God save you, Henry.
What the hell?
What is it?
Hey, Henry's come to see us. Be merciful. What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was burned to ashes by Sigismund's hordes.
Good day.
Here's your groschen.
I followed you for a while and I didn't see you rob no one. But suit yourself. Coin is coin. I'll give you some of the groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another job for you.
What's this other job, then?
Everywhere you go here, you'll see wretches like me. Poor souls that don't have a pot to piss in and have to beg. Then take a look and rat-eye at all the gentlefolk with their noses in the air, looking out only for themselves, with not a moment's thought for the poor. Well, from one fine lady, you could get alms to feed the whole lot of us here.
Alms for everyone? That would be quite a purse. But I'll see what I can do.
That's the spirit. In return, I'll teach you something useful, and you'll get a share too, of course.